Is ready. All right, so for our stretch break, like I said, we're going to start standing and then eventually make our way down to the floor. But to start, we're going to have our feet just about shoulder width apart, and we're going to work hinging. So from the side here, I'm going to have my hands on my hips, and all we're going to do, draw the shoulder blades down, okay, and we're going to shift forward and back. So I want the back nice and straight. So shoulders over the hips the entire time. You're going to shift those hips back, just feel a nice stretch in the back of your legs, and back up here. So again, rolling the shoulders down, keeping that entire torso nice and tight, pulling that belly into the spine, working those hips. And if it feels okay, you can kind of hold it here, stretching out those hamstrings and glutes. Down, back up. Again, focusing on that neutral spine, keeping that head in line with your spine. Let's do one more here. And then we're going to go into back extension. So hands in the back pockets here. Shoot those elbows back. And then shift those hips forward. And again, you go to your comfort level. So if you can push a little bit farther, that's great. If you want to relax the head down, you can. Maybe tilting side to side. You got to reset those hips. Again, focus on pushing those hip bones all the way forward. Okay, those hands on your back pocket supporting that lower back. Okay, still want to stretch out that core, but again, you're going to your comfort level here. Nice big back extension, maybe tilting side to side, stretching out that lower back. And then now we're coming back to standing, and then we're going to do the opposite. So now we're going to flex that round that lower back. So with those hands gently, we're going to roll the shoulders forward, so allow them to roll, round that upper spine. We're going to shift those hands down our legs here, all the way down. Let that lower back round until you get to the bottom. Relax the head, and we're going to crawl our way up nice and slow. So we're slowly stacking vertebrae on top of vertebrae, and all the way back up. Take your time here. Roll it out. You got to go back to that extension, hands in the back pocket, push those hips forward. Good, bring those hands back center. And again, rolling those shoulders forward, letting those hands glide down the legs. And if you hit a spot where you maybe feel some tension, I encourage you to hold it a little bit longer. Again, going all the way down as far as you can and hanging there. Maybe you tilt side to side. Stretching out that lower back, allow it to round, allow the shoulders to relax. Relax the head. We're going to crawl those fingertips back all the way up our legs. All up to standing. Good. Now we're going to do some hip rotation. So we're going to work our hips. So balance, if you need to hold on to something, that's fine. But we're going to drive that knee up and around. Opening up that hip, whatever side, doesn't matter whichever side you want to start with. If you want, you can pull that knee up and squeeze. Hold it a little bit. Maybe point and flex that toe. Roll out that ankle. We're also working that opposite leg. A little bit of balance there. Now we'll go to the other side, whichever side you have not done. Going into those rolls. Nice big hip opener here. Good. And again, if it feels okay, grabbing that knee, pulling it as close to your body as you can. Working the balance here. Pointing and flexing those toes. Maybe rolling it in a circle. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Good. Taking out that lower body. Moving on to our upper body. Arms are going to be outreached beside you, and then palms are going to face forward. Okay, thumbs are up here, and then I want you to rotate those thumbs down. and hold. We're stretching out our biceps and our triceps. Just a simple little stretch here. And then I want you to tilt backwards. Okay. Move between these thumbs, shooting down and rotating back up. Again, if it feels better to hold one than the other, you can go ahead and do that. Back and forth. Good. Good. We're going to stretch out those palms. You've been typing a lot this morning, so I want you to have that right hand extended. Grab those right fingers with the left hand, and I want you to gently pull to the side. Gently pulling, stretching out that entire wrist and palm, and then flipping that palm over, pulling those fingers towards you. Rotate side to side. Again, going between these two. Whichever one feels better. We'll do one more each way. And then we'll switch sides, same thing. Left fingers are now down, pulling with the right hand. Good. And then rotate back and forth. Stretching out the palm, fingers, wrists. Okay, let's do one more each way. Good. Now we're going to head to the floor. So we're going to go into a runner's lunge. So I'm going to have my right leg forward here, just to show you. Okay. So we're in a lunge position. And now we're going to actually walk that right leg just a little bit off the mat, a little bit wider stance here. Okay. You can stay here. That's enough stretch for you. Or your hands can find the mat. Okay. If that's not enough for you, maybe you get your elbows down to the floor. Okay. Or maybe you can go all the way down to the floor. Your choice. Okay. But we're staying here. We're stretching out that entire inner thighs and hamstrings of the top leg. Nice wide stance. And we're going to slowly start to walk that right foot a little bit farther away. Still keep a nice bend in both knees. Again, maybe you come down to your forearms. Maybe you stay up top, your choice. We're going to keep walking here. So right, keep walking until you get that kickstand. So we've done our kickstand before until you have a nice straight leg on the right side. Okay. We're going to stay here. We're not shifting back quite yet. Then find a comfortable position. Maybe with those forearms on the ground, maybe you keep your palms on the ground, stretching that inner thigh. Good. Now we're going to shift our hips back. So go ahead and sit back in that hip with our kickstand. Maybe you stay on your palms, maybe you come down to your forearms, your choice. This inner thigh stretch here. Good. Come back up top here. Pulling that right leg in, so we're tabletop. Okay. We're going to do the same exact thing on the left side. So into our left lunge. That left foot's going to come off the mat, so both knees are bent here. Again, you can keep your hands here. You can go down to those forearms. Maybe one side's easier than the other. That will happen. We're holding it here. Stretching out that entire left glute and hamstring. Again, we're going to slowly maybe wiggle that left foot out just a little bit more. Deepen that stretch. Good. Walk it out a little bit more until we get to that kickstand. Good. And we're holding it here. Holding our kickstand on the left, and then maybe you go down to your forearms. Maybe you stay up top, your choice. And again, we're going to shift those hips back. Deepening that stretch in the left side. Good. Moving back from that kickstand, bring that left leg in. Now we're going to stay in our tabletop position. Okay, so we're going to alternate between a cat and a cow. So we're stretching out that spine. So when you're ready, making sure that those shoulders, elbows, and wrists are stacked. These are right underneath the hips. We're going to relax the belly, lift the head, the heart, the tailbone. Stretch out that core, and then we're going to go do the exact opposite. Pushing those shoulder blades away from each other, tucking the head, tailbone, tuck that chin all the way to the chest. Push out as far as you can, and then again, moving between these two. Back and forth. If there's one that feels better for you, I encourage you to hold it just a little bit. We'll do one more each way, one more cat, and one more cow. And then we're going to bring our spine back to neutral here. And then we're going to draw that left shoulder to the left hip while I'm looking over my left shoulder. Okay. So think about squeezing that left shoulder to left hip. Squeeze that oblique here, stretching out the right oblique. And then when you're ready, opposite side. So right shoulder to right hip. Looking over that right shoulder. Good, move back to center. Same thing on the left side. Nice squeeze, squeeze hard. Waking up that spine. Move back to center, right shoulder, right hip. Good. Now we're going to shift back into child's pose. So knees can be together, knees can be apart. Your choice here. You can stay on your forearms if that's comfortable for you. Maybe you stack your head on your palms here, or maybe you fully extend your arms. Okay, your choice. Whatever's comfortable for you. Actively reaching those hands as far out as you can get them. Now I want you to walk those hands off the left side of the mat. Push that right pinky away from the right hip. Nice little lat stretch here. Good. Walking those hands back to center. Walking them off the right side of the mat. Left pinky away from the left hip. Nice little lat stretch on the left. Good. Coming back to center. Last time, I want you to reach as far out as you can here. Actively reach. Good. Out of our child pose, and we're done. Hopefully you're feeling nice and stretched out today. Thanks for hopping on here. Other than that, have a great rest of your day.